Frogs are amphibians known for their unique life cycle, hopping abilities, and vocal croaking. They belong to the order Anura, which includes over 7,000 species, making them one of the most diverse groups of vertebrates. Frogs are found on every continent except Antarctica, thriving in a variety of environments, including rainforests, swamps, grasslands, and even deserts. Frogs have distinctive bodies suited for their jumping and swimming lifestyles. They typically have smooth, moist skin, long hind legs, webbed feet, and large, protruding eyes that provide excellent vision. Their strong hind legs allow them to leap great distances, while their webbed feet help them swim efficiently in water. Frog skin is highly permeable, which allows them to absorb water and oxygen, but it also makes them vulnerable to dehydration and environmental toxins. Frogs come in a wide range of colors, with some species using bright hues to warn predators of their toxicity, while others rely on camouflage to blend into their surroundings. Frogs undergo a fascinating transformation known as metamorphosis, moving through several stages of life. The life cycle begins with eggs, which are typically laid in water. Frog eggs are soft and jelly-like, with many species producing them in large clusters. After a few days, the eggs hatch into tadpoles. Tadpoles are aquatic larvae that have gills for breathing underwater and tails for swimming. They feed on algae and other plant material. Over the course of weeks to months, tadpoles undergo dramatic changes, growing legs and lungs while their tails shrink. Eventually, they transform into adult frogs, capable of living both on land and in water. Frogs are incredibly adaptable and live in a wide range of environments, from tropical rainforests to temperate woodlands and wetlands. While most frogs are associated with freshwater habitats like ponds, lakes, and rivers, some species, such as the desert rain frog, have adapted to arid environments by burrowing underground to avoid extreme heat and dry conditions. Tropical regions, particularly the Amazon rainforest, are home to a vast diversity of frog species, including the brightly colored poison dart frogs and the tree-dwelling red-eyed tree frog. Frogs are carnivorous as adults, feeding primarily on insects such as flies, mosquitoes, and beetles, as well as spiders, worms, and even small fish or amphibians. They are excellent hunters, using their long, sticky tongues to capture prey. When a frog spots its target, it flicks out its tongue, which is coated in a sticky substance that grabs onto the prey and pulls it back into the frog's mouth. Tadpoles, on the other hand, are mostly herbivorous, feeding on algae and decaying plant material in their aquatic habitats. One of the most distinctive features of frogs is their ability to produce a variety of vocalizations, often referred to as croaking. Male frogs are especially vocal during the breeding season, using their calls to attract females and defend territories. Each frog species has its own unique call, which can range from the deep, booming sounds of bullfrogs to the high-pitched trills of tree frogs. Frogs produce their calls using a specialized vocal sac located in their throats, which inflates and amplifies the sound. These vocalizations are an important part of frog communication and play a key role in their reproductive success. Frogs typically breed in water, where the females lay their eggs. Fertilization usually occurs externally, with the male releasing sperm over the eggs as the female lays them. Depending on the species, a female frog may lay anywhere from a few dozen to several thousand eggs at a time. After fertilization, the eggs develop into tadpoles, continuing the frog's life cycle. In some species, such as the Darwin's frog, males play a more active role in protecting the eggs and young. Darwin's frog males even carry the eggs in their vocal sacs until they hatch, providing extra protection. Frogs employ a variety of defense mechanisms to protect themselves from predators. Some species, like the poison dart frogs, produce toxic skin secretions that can be lethal to potential predators. These toxins are often derived from the frog's diets of toxic insects, and their bright colors serve as a warning to predators to stay away. Other frogs rely on camouflage to avoid detection, blending in with leaves, mud, or rocks. Some species also have the ability to puff up their bodies to appear larger and more intimidating, while others will leap away quickly to escape danger. Frogs face numerous threats globally, with many species experiencing dramatic population declines in recent decades. The main threats to frogs include habitat destruction, pollution, climate change, and the spread of diseases like chytridiomycosis, a fungal infection that has devastated amphibian populations worldwide. Conservation efforts are underway to protect frog habitats and reduce the impact of human activities on these vulnerable species. Protected areas, captive breeding programs, and public awareness campaigns are essential for ensuring the survival of many frog species. Frogs are remarkable creatures that have adapted to a wide variety of environments over millions of years. Their unique life cycle, diverse species, and important ecological roles make them an essential part of the natural world. Despite facing significant threats, frogs continue to fascinate and inspire scientists and nature enthusiasts alike with their extraordinary abilities and behaviors.